CC Mexicano and Siciliano, and speaking original Latin is really, really cute. I'll give you good advice because I'm blessed. I have the blessings from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, from Elohim, from God, from Adonai. I have the blessings that several years ago I was blessed without being anybody's sugar baby. This is a real serious thing. In big environments when there's a lot of money, money, and also not only money but also intellect, the sexual energy is really large. So if you don't the only really way for women to make it is to become a mother. Like in the film, it was a film that I got from a friend of mine was directing it, somebody that I was dating. I was dating a lot of guys. When I was in college, I dated plenty of men of various ages. And yeah, some of them were much younger than me. Guys that were children. So I had one of the guys whom I dated. He was also a fellow Mercury, and I actually the only guy I kissed, and he's put his tongue inside of my mouth. We went to movies and we saw a film of cybercrime in the computer. It was a horror with a lot of violence in it. But with somebody's back in those days. At that time, my cousin was doing clubbing, but I was actually dating men. I have always dated men and would meet with them and have sex with them, and I did them, and I saw their various needs and what men enjoy, and I saw the assholes of all possible nations. So very blessed to and my the little kids from my class, they were jealous of me, and so, some of my friends actually, they admired me, and they shook my hand, and they were like, "You're amazing." They were like, "Dude, you're awesome. How can you do that?" They wished that they had my energy, but I have this thing that drives me, and it's a really kind of thing that some people try wearing it, but it's not any sex objects. It's this thing right here. I wear carbon fiber foot braces. Foot brace has on one leg, so thankfully, because this thing is never happening to anyone. So yeah, but it's not any sex. This is not a thing from. Those are things I get them. This costed $400, and those things are not from the sex store. I don't recommend it. It's really uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable because this is the kind of species that I represent. That's the species that I am. It's really special. Probably the only person who has this. So, and those little kids, not all of them. Some of them, for example, Wojtek, and my guy friends from elementary school, they were also studying law together with me, and they conceived it as really amazing. Yeah, because it is. The more men you hang out with, the more men you become friends with, and the more awesome you are. And being a girl, it's you're gonna become a mother, or you're gonna become somebody's maid. In the time of honor, all of those women, they all became mothers or servants, or even the Pani Doctor, she became a servant. Wanda, a servant. Who else over there are the women? Wanda, but Maya Ostashevska, she resigned because she was really good. But of course, the guy, Maciej, he was really handsome, and they were in bed together. So I don't know, either she just didn't like the future script. The script was written for 10 years. So I guess it was well, I don't want to be a loser, because you're a loser. If you're working at you become a mother. Lena, like, she was, no, she was raped, but not raped. I'm not being sorry. Like, she was a whore. Well, no, but like the guy was really fast. But I'll tell you, our friends in law, it's not law school. There was an organization. It was taka, wiesz, no taka specjalna tam organizacja, taka, gdzie masz takie, wiesz, dobre miejscówki na scenę, nie? And it was a secret organization, the WPIA of UW. It's a double V, so and there some of the guys some of them had gurus, like kind of mentors. Like when you're 20, you're a 20-year-old twink, you have like 20-year-old divine power that a lot of people are really extremely after, but not bad people, because but on the other hand, it's extremely, you have this like beautiful power, like, right here or like here, or like just their whole body is so attractive. And like, but since my body is 12, then I also have this, because I'm blessed to have a 12-year-old power. But 20-year-old boys are, and well, no, it's only 20-year-old boys, because the organization was only for men. Like, women either were there to breed kids, or to be that or other form of babysitters. So they were either babysitting their own kids if they were raped several times, to be torn within the womb and the crotch, or they were babysitting other people's kids, because the men, they want boys. Like, they want boys for to raise them as their sons. So and I had a kid of my own. So like, I had a kid from my own already from past times, the previous times. So like, not from my period, but like from previous eras, I had already my own kids, so sons. Like, I don't do women, so it was not a organization, like, it was not a school. It's law school, but it's not really. Like, I don't know, maybe the thinking fusion of nuclear power inside of the brains. Yet law school academy, like, a lot of women, they in graduation, they went straight into marriage. After law school, they went into marriage, or they went into spreading legs, admittedly 6 years later than they usually start being fucked at right after high school. So even if they somehow secured, but they would write their theses in like marriage law, or on child care. Like the girls that graduated, they write early, much before my time, they would write like their little works on child care, on child handling. Usually they were prostitutes for older men who were probably like going in diapers in front of them, because guys like that, like they have, that's, they use them. It's not that they enjoy it, but sometimes that they do it out of cruelty. A lot of people are cruel, but like here now, they're like cruel. It could be everywhere, but it's an indication of power, because like regular people don't do those things. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, but the girls were like ugly, so I guess they gave them the high school diplomas out of not compassion, but probably like pity. It was a pity. But plus you make money on those kids. So kids are writing about childcare. They're writing on how to raise kids. It's like, it's typical for women. Typical activity for women. But I am really lucky to be really cool. And you know, it's a long, like, how am I that cool? Yet, you know, just a fact. And my guys, like my friends, they were like my guys friends, they were dudes, they were congratulating me. They're like, bro, like, you're awesome, you did so many Jews. I was like, yeah, you know, of various ages. And but it's not like about accomplishing the, like, a climax and orgasm of a guy. It's really what you obtain, amazing insight, knowledge, ideas. You see how you get to know things scientifically. It's not the point of empty, hollow sex. Just like, you know, no sex. As a matter of fact, I was in those relationships and we did not have sex. It was just a thing that I planned out after I after I, you know, signed up into and like went through all the stages to become part of that elite organization. The law faculty, it was called WPIA, the law, like, faculty of law and administration. Like, administration was like if you were like in the government, I guess. But like, yeah, we are in the government. My government sleeps, rests safe and sound, 100%. And you know, I made the most incredible friends without being am I a mother? Am I pushing a carriage? Am I a mother? Is my crotch torn? Did I spread my legs? Or am I holding baby's ankles? Because it's gorgeous, you know, feet are amazing. It's like the feet are the gate, for the first gate to paradise, and they're cute, they're gorgeous, and we're doing sports, you know, we're doing that through sports. Me and like, you know, my very good friends, very like fun family actually, were in, before joining this elite organization, we were in another organization for kids, where we were very close with each other, and it was just, there was no science, there was no studying at all. It was just the religious ritual for like all life, all like adulthood, because you're already graduated. By that time, I had several professorships. Like one of my dads in California, he's a professor like of University of Los Angeles, or like I think it's UCLA, or it's the one like more upstate in San Francisco. But he has a title degree of very accomplished rich man. My father, in music performance and university. Well, the campuses, you know, in California they have several campuses depending where the elite settles. So as a degree, since I'm related, since it's my first of kin, I have the same, you know, because I get it from my home. Like I have degrees in that. I have a degree in being a attorney from Colorado, because my dad, he lives in Colorado. He's a cool dude, and he's also an extremely rich. He's very rich. Like he's a money magnet. My dad, like he knows how to, like, somehow knows, like, does it, like, yeah. But like, so how I'm not doing that, because I guess I've been doing other stuff. But like, you're making money. I'm very blessed because my dad from Colorado, you know, what towns are there? The mountains. It's the Rocky Mountains. My father in there is a rich entrepreneur, and then he has also means of getting around. So it goes from one place to another. One day he's in Italy buying, you know, like groves and land and for business purposes, and then he's playing with me, and he has like tattoos. He plays with me like he's a little boy. And those shoes are there. I don't know. Should I return them? Should I get maybe other ones? Because I don't have to stick to those. Like they look kind of, no, but they look like I was going hiking. I'm not really going hiking. Maybe I can get, no, because it said that this new brace that it works with short shoes. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet because it's kind of like it's a compression. My uterus was like rejuvenating just now. Like it's the day number 6, so it's the end of it. Now because see after the Doma, now a lot of even kids and girls also, but well, they're gonna find their way somehow, are adopted by Knights of the Order, and a lot of military men are having daughters. Like they're gonna have a boy, which is easy. Like a boy, not easy. I'm saying it's easy to raise one because you're the same. But some dads they wish to have daughters, so. And the daughters, like, there's not going to be a woman in the household. How are they going to get the information? The guy, unless he's a medical doctor, he's not going to know, like, physiology. You're going to have to, you're going to have to go to a physician. A physician might rape a kid. Like, physicians are there. Most like, adolescent doctors are there to rape kids. Like, I'm set freely. Like, you think it's otherwise? You go like protect your kids. Well, you're a pedophile yourself. You go to a doctor with your kid, you're a pedophile. Yeah, but it's not my problem. So I have kids from 50. Like, not me being 50. Yet I'm constantly 12. But yet my kids start at 50 years old. They have extra sexy hamstrings. And they're not old. Like, did you like see the faces of my kids? My kids look like they're 12-year-old twinks. Like, twinks is a twink. Twink is that means a young, beautiful man who's thinking. It comes from the word it comes from the verb thinking. That they're thinking, that they're intelligent, that they're in that they are in campus environments. They're not punks, and they're not, I hate punks. Like they're the best you can have style. The ironing board, yeah, maybe it's time to, but it's nice. Xerxes letter in Greece we have the letter, which is fun, Xerxes, and it's like those 3 horizontal lines. A rare letter. I like Greek. I like that. But my kids from the same organization that I went to, they speak the same languages that I do. I guess because I was, and so were all of my other friends, and there were only 12 of them. Like, no, there were only 20. There were 7 girls and 7 boys, in middle school. But you're an adult. You're 15. There's age of consent. Like, you're already practically, having family already of your own. Like, you're on your own. So we were mutually multilaterally. We all loved each other in high school, and with the older kids from the older grades. But that was a very, very small organization. The school was turquoise color. It looked like it was the most expensive thing in the whole country, and extremely lucky to be admitted there. I passed an exam because I'm gifted. I won a Olympics in science, and in literature and music. The music, I'm a professional musician, but also athlete. I did not get a scholarship because I had money of my own. I was like the founder of the school, of the organization. Right? You're a trust or a trustee, and you're in the you're creating it. Like, I was in the creator. There were you had like your albums that you made. I had a stack that were stacked this tall of CDs. Like, so did my boyfriend later on. I met him years later, and he had a stack this tall of CDs. And I was like, yeah, those are the things that I promoted. And I was promoting a lot of bands. I signed them on Creator with like the letter K, with those letters. but that really makes you think fast. It's you're not sitting no longer in jazz music. No, I'm not offending any. We like music. Miles, Miles Ulrich, our new friend, is really admirable because it's not they did not get a plot of land for his rich rock and roll dad, and spent it like with hanging with some junkies. What was the case of Benjamin Franklin? Really, no, not Benjamin Franklin. No, look, I know, I get it. Marcella Petfield, regardless of their birthday, like they probably have a different one by now because they're hanging with like worse people, regardless like of their date of birth. Like it really doesn't matter. It can be, I think they're born like May 1st. Like they're probably born on like some famous person from like some famous rabbi in Jerusalem, or another, like as long as those are famous historical figures, Abraham Lincoln, or some really important figures, very like your father or things, but they, instead of going like Miles Ulrich, it's the same age category. Or like, let me think. If Miles was born maybe 2 years before the turn of the century, then Marcella was born on 2000 or 2001. Castor was born, or Castor or Marcella, and because but they have also kids who are from the previous epoch, and those are like the probably the most rational. But man, I'm not like being. I'm just concerned because those kids were all tattoos from head to toe. They ended up tattoos, and it's not like, yes, your dad is cool and stuff. You're inheriting it, but it affects the whole like family kind of. Yeah, but tattoos are removable. But it's just, yeah. But Miles, he demanded. His dad is rich, is wealthy. Well, he's worthy. He's a bank worth, and demanded, and also for younger sibling. You have siblings, you're responsible for them. Demanded that the dad buy him Berkeley College. He went to Berkeley College for like long time ago, and they were doing the same things that 20-year-old cool folk does, like cool masses engage in, with the difference that he was a truster of a university. It's a huge difference. You can do the same crap. Like, it's not crap. Like, my cousin was engaging in going clubbing whilst I was like sitting at the desk and falling asleep with my head, like doing I was stamping the board of the table with my head, with various kinds of stamps. Like falling asleep during studying law, and hawk and zchuyot and mishpatim and bills of rights and bodies of law, charters, different kind of laws, even the calendars, different versions of law of various kinds, science, all branches of science. At university you have that. In Berkeley you have it. Berkeley has a co-op with in Tel Aviv, and Tel Aviv is like really mundane. No, it's great. It's the best there can be. But somebody's like, okay, let's go to Berkeley. It's sexy. Berkeley has a tradition of being sexy in the 60s. Like when it's like a university in Palo Alto County, like a rich county, depending where they settle, and people there are sexy. They engaged Harvey. It's a Harvey Milk private administrative unit. Like they have Harvey Milk. Our cousin Evan Goldstein has a school that a rich man founded with the other rich folk, with kids of Westchester County, with the mayor of New York, with the richest of the richest, and Harvey Milk Elementary School, but it's already graduated. Now, Sebastian and Phoenix Goldsteins, Yeshiva University Goldsteins, Sebastian Goldstein and Sebastian Goldstein Sebastian Goldstein teeth brushing ritual. How to handle kids, and like with pleasure I'll demonstrate how to take care of oral health. You take a toothbrush, toothbrush. You take the mouth of your child, and take the mouth of a child. Children's toothpaste. You take Phoenixa Goldsteina. You take Sebastian Goldstein. Open the mouth of Sebastian Goldstein, and Sebastian Goldstein demonstrates how to have an intelligent brain, because the cleaner the oral orifice, the more intelligent the brain, and then you can make tamantashen out of pumpkins. The pumpkins came, they were so cold. I know it's going to look amazing when the sunlight comes, but we're still waiting until we finish the rotation. And I love the feeling, you know, because I practice surfing in Hawaii, and I like defying or counterfeiting, counter force, using counter force of the gravity, which is possible. You know, that you get fluctuations of the regular physical forces, and because of something really unusual happens, and that's when angels, you know, land. They do, like angels land. There are a lot of angels. What are angels? Angels usually often can be very tall humans, or very beautiful, or they're like radiating light. They're very beautiful. They have amazing muscles, or they're it's not sexual. Like they are there to do good, and it's not like you're not a horny person. You're not like, you know, some horny sex player. And the sweaters are so folded. They're nice, and you know, health rules. And I don't know why I am embroidering this. Well, you know, it represents reading a book. There's explanations. Why Ari Gold, born on February 14. His name is Ari because it's the ultimate vertical ideal divine axis between the south and the north. It's like the deck of cards when you have springtime and you have Aviv and you have snow.